Welcome to the backyard of Ludger Beerbaum as we find ourselves in Riesenbeck for stage 11 of the Global Champions League, and welcome to the latest episode of The Day After, giving ourselves an opportunity to reflect on what took place in the GCL. A very, very special afternoon for the Istanbul Warriors, powered by the Carpe Diem equestrian team. When you have Henrik von Ackermann on fire, when you have Simon de Lestre on fire, two 9-year-olds in the second round, both jumping 10 seconds clear of Riesenbeck International in second place, it says a lot. Let's not forget Hassan Senturk as well, doing a good job in round one. Very special moment for them. FECI, I have no doubt, celebrating back home. A very important win for them that once again brings them into the conversation of top four and into a GCL Super Cup semi-final conversation. Riesenbeck International finish in second place. We'll find out how heartbreaking or how awesome that is for the team as they then unable to just get over the line, but we'll talk about it all today. We are joined by the Monaco Comets, powered by Iron Dames' fantastic Yoli Mitlineo, and the man himself who is from the area. Welcome, Max Weishaupt. First time here, Max, is that correct in the show? In this very show, first time doing this with us?
Yeah, it's the first time here, and I'm happy to be here.
Nice opportunity to do it here in your backyard. Yoli, you've done this before, right? You feel comfortable, you feel happy?
I'm a seasoned veteran at this point.
Seasoned veteran, listen to you, seasoned veteran. Dan Strange, welcome back to the show. Let's start with you. I don't quite know how to place GCL of Riesenbeck. It felt like two very different rounds from round one to round two. We saw some teams suffer some pretty heavy penalties. There were some surprises, some very impressive performance. Scandinavian Vikings lowered down, performing well again, with all due respect to the Istanbul Warriors, punching well above their weight and beating some really strong teams as well. Bit of a mixed match day over the afternoon.
Yeah, I don't mean to be cliche, but it was very much a GCL leg of two halves, because if you look at the top three at the halfway stage, Cannes Stars were top, Valkenswaard United were second, Scandinavian Vikings, they had hopes of another podium, back-to-back podiums, which would have been fantastic for them. And then it was actually the teams just below that top three that pushed their way through. But, you know, lots of faults in round one. Ground started to dry a bit in round two, and the riders and the horses responded.
Yoli, you jumped both rounds. Talk to us about the difference between round one and round two, because Dan's right, we didn't see many clears in round one. But then in round two, I think there was a stretch of 5 consecutive clears in a row. Have you been able to put in your mind what you think was the difference between the two? Because it felt like two very different days.
Yeah, well, of course, you always have in round one that most people maybe use their less experienced horses. Round two is always normally the horse that people are going to use in the Grand Prix. So, yeah, theoretically, the better horses, if you want to put it that way. But I thought both courses were very, very good. I didn't expect there to be as few clears in the first round as there were. There were a few lines that I think rode not so easy, and they caught people out at the beginning and at the end, which normally, you know, as it progresses, people start to figure things out, but it was one of those days where you were either going to get caught or not. But no, I mean, I jumped an 8-fault round, but with a horse that was very, very inexperienced, actually, so I was really, really happy with my horse.
Can you tell us more about Por Favor? Still only 10 years old, so still plenty of time to grow and develop.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us more.
He's a very, very competitive horse, so he's the type of horse that if he goes in and he's clear, he will win the class. Just he's naturally very fast. Brought him here, just to jump that class and also help the other one a little bit to kind of save him. And he performed very well. He didn't. It shouldn't have been an 8-fault round, actually. It was definitely rider errors, but
I watched your round very, very closely, and I wasn't jumping in, as you said, rider error there. That looked like I was being rude to you. I wasn't, but yeah, I agree. It didn't look like an 8-fault round. It looked better as you went through it. The horse responded, and I thought you rode really nicely.
I mean, look, I don't know really how it looked, but he felt better than an 8-fault round. So, you know, a few mistakes that I made, also getting to know him at that level. And hopefully come out next time stronger and better, and Jona pulled out a very good round after me, so yeah, it was just a few too many faults for what actually both rounds were.
How often, Max, do we see a rider say it was the horse's fault? I hear Yoli now saying it's a rider fault. I think that's 9 times out of 10 riders will say it was my fault, I got it wrong. People often forget we talk so much about the horse, of course, being the star of the show, but one cannot deny how important the role is for the rider to connect with the horse and be able to team up and be successful in the ring. Talk to me about what is happening if and when a rider feels as if you're making mistakes. There's only so much the horse can do to save the day, correct?
Yeah, sure. If you do something wrong in this kind of classes, there will always be a mistake, because it's like the top level, and there's basically no chance for the horse. If you do something real mistake on your own, there's probably no chance for the horse to clear it. And yeah, 9 out of 10 faults might be a rider fault, as you said. I think most faults are not made by the horses. It's made by riders.
The word pressure. I wish in the sporting world the word pressure got thrown in a bin and locked in the bottom of the ocean. Let's maybe change the word to expectation. When you perform here in Riesenbeck, it's one of the many beautiful stages of the season, but it's arguably one of the most followed stages by the community, by the public. And I wonder when you come to jump here in Riesenbeck with the home fans, with the people that you go to the bakery to the laundromat to, is there more expectation here? Do you feel that energy when you jump here versus jumping elsewhere?
Yeah, for me it was a little bit special day yesterday, because I came here actually with my horses to jump the 3-star. Then my brother couldn't ride, and I jumped in for the 5-star, but was not at all planned to jump for the team. I watched the first round, and actually they both did pretty good. They had 1 down both, but nice rounds. And then Camille told me he's not feeling 100% with his horse. He doesn't know for the second round. And then,
so is that at what point you found out you were going to jump the second round?
Yeah.
Only after round 1?
Yeah. I had to go back to the stable to catch my jacket, because it was already already on the truck for New York. And I was a bit time managing then. And I only had the 9-year-old horse here, Kokomo.
But wait, hang on a second. Sorry, Dan, I see your hand going up. In that scenario, and this is the real world of professional sports, I understand, but how do you then cope with that, where at the end of a round 1 you kind of get a tap on the shoulder and say, actually, tag, you're in, that's the deal? Is that something that you have difficulty with? Because that surely you want preparation time to get your mind right. I mean, how difficult is that to just come in automatically cold like that?
Actually, I got a phone call and I saw Ludger's name on the phone. Okay,
Which is never a good sign.
And I already knew what's going to happen.